Right, so here we are, central Manchester. This is Market Street, which is basically, this is the approach street. It's the busiest street essentially in the centre. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a walk up and just have a look what's going on. I've just seen one. One second. Hey, excuse me. Hey. I just saw you crossing the road. Hey, excuse me. Hey. I just saw you crossing the road. You look absolutely fantastic today.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's just continue on. So that was just a little, almost like a warm-up, just a compliment. You can see the girl actually really enjoyed the compliment. We're going to get ourselves onto Market Street now, which is, this is a busy street. This is the, it's like the hallowed term, the approach street basically in Manchester. And you want to be in a place with very high volume of traffic and also very good quality women as well, which we've got both of those things here. So we're just going to get onto the street and I'll show you a few stop compliments. Hey, excuse me. Hey, one second. I just saw you walking past. I thought you looked absolutely beautiful today.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I didn't have a plan of what to say next, but I thought I'd just pay you a compliment.
Oh, thank you so much.
What are you up to? Just shopping?
Yeah, just having a little shop.
Nice. You're on a free day off work or off your studies and stuff?
Today.
Nice.
So that's good. Yeah.
Well, you look fantastic.
Thank you so
Take it easy.
much.
Have a nice day. Take it easy. Right, so you just saw there, I was straight in for that one because you don't want to waste time. You want to get straight in there as soon as you see a good target. She's decent. She enjoyed the compliment. And we basically started the session now. So here we are, central Manchester. What more could a man ask for? You're absolutely surrounded with babes. There's great vibes in the streets. And we're just going to get some approaches rolling. So let's have a look. So here are a few more infield photos from the session yesterday. What you saw in that first part was essentially a pre-warm-up. In these photos here, I'm actually still getting warmed up. I'm still getting loosened up because, you know, if you're in the office all week, I find it just takes some time to actually get warmed up, to get loosened up. So that's kind of what I'm doing here with these approaches. This is still early on. This is maybe approaches, 3, 4, something like that yesterday. I'll show you some of my wing dynasty. He was on good form yesterday. He's got a really nice technique with his stops, which I would say he's actually, got to a great level. So I'll show you that in this next little clip. This is from a couple of weeks ago, but he really positions himself nicely with his stops. So it's good to see him in action as well. Right, so this is what happens when you're trying to get an approach in and the street's a little bit quiet. So this is basically one of the reasons why you do want to come out with wings, because you can have a 5-minute period where there's not a lot going on. There's girls, prams and stuff like that. What are you going to do? So you need to be out with a wing, basically just to keep yourself occupied, just to keep the flow, keep the social momentum, and keep the chat going on. God bless you. Oh my God. What is going on here? We've got a GILF here. We've got a GILF approach. Boys, maybe we should start a new GILF channel. That is tight, mate. Oh my Lord. Oh my God. Right, this one here for sure. I'll watch her go past and then I'll double back on this one. Hopefully she's not seeing the camera. Yeah, I'm good on this one. Excuse me. Hey, one second. I just saw you back there. I thought you looked absolutely amazing today.
Thank you.
Are you American? Yeah, really? Where are you from? Do you have 30 seconds for me to say hello to you?
I have a train to catch.
Oh, you're Nigerian?
Yeah.
I just get tell from your accent. Nice. I just saw you walking past. I thought you looked very beautiful today.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
What are you doing in Manchester? Just studying, working, hanging out?
I had a job
You had a job.
Yeah, I quit.
You quit.
Yeah.
You've been a model instead.
Yeah.
Yeah?
What do you do?
I don't do anything.
Oh.
I'm actually homeless.
So this is a good learning point. If you make a bit of banter, a bit of joke at the start about your job, oh, I'm an astronaut, oh, I don't do anything, that's fine. That's a little bit of fun. But what you want to do after that is then say, oh, no, I actually do this. And then you have a conversation about that. So that's what I was doing here.
You from Lagos? You're from?
Yeah. So, but I have to go. I really have
What's
to
your
go.
name?
So the girl had to run. So basically, at this point, you just get the phone out, just go for a close, number, Instagram. In this case, I just went for Instagram. To be honest, I wasn't getting too much back from the girl. But what was interesting is once I actually did start to plug in her details, she was like quite keen for me to find her. So that was interesting.
You really have an American accent, you know.
Number 1.
You're gonna confuse a lot of people with that.
UT. Have you seen it?
That one.
Yeah, so just finalizing details here. This is a good illustration for a warm-up or maybe something you could do as a beginner, which is go over, pay the compliment, have a quick chit-chat, and just get a girl's Instagram. You can definitely do that, really as a beginner. It's pretty routine stuff. So yeah, hopefully that's a useful illustration for you.
The main thing is that the girl stops, you pay her a compliment, so she knows why you're actually there. You can't go indirect in the street. You've got to go bold, to the point, so she knows why you're there. And then you essentially, all you're really doing is you're just keeping her there until at some point you're going to close the eye with either with a number or with Instagram. So yeah, the streets, it's not always perfect, but you can't just wait for your opportunities. You've got to go and make your opportunities. So that's like approach number 3 or 4 today. We're going to keep rolling on, keep doing more approaches. But yeah, hopefully that's just a good demo of the stop plus compliment as well. So here we are prowling Chinatown, looking for hot Asian babes. So far so good. It's been a good little session. My friend Dynasty Day Game over there, he's hitting it very hard. And the streets actually, it's a sunny day, so the streets are obviously decent. You've seen a few, they were kind of the warm-up approaches, to be honest. So I got like a little Insta close there, but that really was just for the camera, to be honest. Mainly just to show you guys the stops. And I'm kind of like mid-session now. The real work started to come off camera, as probably is sod's law. But there was there's a couple real nice ones who just I like to have long conversations in those sets. I like to have long conversations, get a feel for the girl. It's almost like a first date, and then once you've had that, the close is just easy. Like it's just like, oh yeah, we've got to go, but obviously just give me a number. What are you around? Make a provisional, maybe a plan with them, and then and then you're good to go. So we're going to push on. We'll throw a few more sets out, and just enjoy a lovely sunny evening in Manchester. So yeah, we'll continue on here from Chinatown.
Boys, the day after, the night before, here I'm in bed. Yeah, it was a long day. A lot of walking. So let me just pick up from where that video ended there. So when I got to Chinatown, I'd actually just done 2 very nice closes. First one, really curvaceous girl that I saw, went after. And as soon as I got back to my friends, another one came past. And I wouldn't have gone in for it. I was kind of like, I've just done like a 10-minute conversation. But the girl was very obviously my type. You can probably see my type in the video. And I was looking around at the other guys going, they liked her as well, but it was kind of like, no, this one's yours, mate. So let's go. So I was straight into another conversation. So I had like 2 10-minute conversations back to back. Normally I would probably take a rest for 5 minutes, but so straight into the next one. So that was a nice little double, close, I suppose, there. And those are girls I'm actually speaking to already. So anyone I speak to and I'm interested in, and I will be getting out on a date or communicating with, and we go from there, is not going to appear on the channel. The girls on this channel, they're just purely for demos. So anyone who's actually I'm interested in, I'm not going to bring into, not even on a thumbnail, not on a photo, nothing, because that's my personal life. So those two girls there are photos of them that I've got. There's no video, but there are photos of them that I've got, but they're not going to appear in. And then we just carried on going around the city, seeing friends go in. I actually kind of buzz off seeing friends go in. I find it's cool. It's just cool. But there's three of us as well, different styles, different personalities. One of my friends is pretty loud, I would say, in the street, which is pretty fun to be with. And then slowly made my way back home, and actually just did my final approach outside the station. And it was one of those where it's like, I'm feeling lazy, but I just checked in with myself. Do I want to approach her? And my deeper self said, yeah, you do. So this was outside the station, ran after her. Again, like, this is actually probably the best approach of the day, because by that point I'd probably done about 7 or 8 approaches, and I've been with my mates all day, and I was just feeling amazing. So yeah, it was a gorgeous girl. I just remember she had these great cowboy boots on. She looked fantastic, and she was on her way somewhere. But we had like it was a great stop. She was like blushing and stuff, and she just really liked the compliment. What girl doesn't want to be told she's gorgeous? You know, I think I went a bit harder on the compliments. As time goes on, I felt more confident, you know, in actually giving a firmer compliment. And so it was a bit more of a charged compliment. I think I re-complimented her as well at one point. What girl doesn't want that, you know? And so, so that was the last one in Manchester, and then trained it back over to Chef. Now, what was interesting is as I got back into Sheffield, and as I was in town, just waiting to catch a bus actually back to my area, I was just waiting at the bus stop, and I stopped 2 more girls when I was at the bus stop, and I just stopped them by shouting them, and then said to one of them, the one I found attractive, I said, yeah, I really like that thing on your t-shirt. She had a design on a t-shirt. And no, it's more like a crop top, you know. They were 2 sexy student girls. It was a sunny day yesterday, so people were going out. It was around about 8, 9 o'clock I got back in. And they loved the compliments. I complimented both of them, and they just loved the compliments. And they kind of stopped, and they kind of walked a bit closer to me as I was sat. And we just had a chat for a few minutes. And they really lit up, just as the last girl I approached in Manchester really lit up. Like, and that's those situations you're kind of like, I'm not even doing anything, you know, but you can just see the girls so positive, right? And that's because you're radiating something. As the session goes on, you begin to radiate something. You begin to have this kind of very relaxed primal energy that is coming through. Now, if you've never done a session of more than 2 or 3 approaches, unfortunately, you've probably not experienced this yet. If you just watch this channel, you've never done a session, you haven't experienced anything yet. But everybody who does cold approach knows this is what happens after 5, 6, 7 sets. You start to get into this very magnetic state. So I was just kind of laughing to myself when I was getting the bus. I was like, yeah, this is just, last couple of approaches, I've not even done anything almost, and they've been my best approaches. So yeah, summary yesterday, got 3 numbers, a couple of Instagrams, and just had a great day with some mates. You know, a few hours. It's just a pleasant way to spend an afternoon. Gorgeous girls over in Manchester, so many different types of girls. English girls, European girls, Middle Eastern girls, black girls. There's just so many different types, right? So what a place. What a place. England is good in that respect. Like, you've got a wide selection of girls. Hopefully that's been useful to you. Josefsky, Have a great afternoon. Have a great weekend.